Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Don't you just hate it when things go missing? Keys, wallets, political opponents. In my case, what went missing was a replay. And this particular replay has now resurfaced. It is indeed the final match of the 2v2 tag team tournament. I had previously casted this under the wrongful assumption that this was a best of 2, just in the vein of the RATL. But no, RATL had its finals, and I apparently had cast them just while the last game was underway. So as a result, I'd missed out on the best of it. And this is the final match. It is currently the scoreline 1-1. And the opponents are Master X, Mr. Colorblind aka Fazzar, teaming up against Orb and Blackened, who has now apparently undergone the Michael Jackson treatment and is now whitened instead of blackened. Interesting. What a career arc. So let's go with the factions real quick and then let's talk about the map a little. First, the factions. We've got Fazzar as France, and he's teaming up with Master X as Germany, usually a TD player, but very strong in RA as well. Factions, double allies, not the biggest fan, but it is still gonna be pretty good. Orb is gonna spam Tesla tanks, I hope so. Sure hope so. Blackened is, ooh, this is an intricate map, I like that. Let's talk about this for a little. So Orb has been rushing a war factory. Orb is Russia, and Blackened is Russia as well. Ooh! So the battle lines have been drawn. We've got Allies versus Soviets. The good old mirror matches. I really like what Blackened is doing here. He shift queued the Grenadiers to destroy the concrete walls. Grenadiers are very good against concrete walls. Takes them only a couple lobs. And this ensures gem growth. So on this map, it's super interesting. You've got lots of starting ore, lots of starting mines, as well as a gem mine. So this is a relatively small pocket of the map, but extremely mineral rich. And Master is going for it with Rocketeers, rocket soldiers, which are actually way less efficient than Grenadiers are, so slight advantage for Soviets. And straight up War Factory rush for Orb. This is probably going to be a tech rush if we're being realistic here. Orb is going for a barracks and a flak truck. In hindsight, basically. Master, on the other hand, is yet to place his War Factory. Ooh, he's behind on the timing. His queue definitely lagging a little bit behind, but he's working on his service depot now. He's just gone double refinery War Factory. Relatively standard on this map, I'd say. This is definitely a map where I can get away with the tech rush. When, if not here and there. This is the time, this is the place. But Orb is gonna have a very scary army out. He's already pumping out mass flak trucks. And if we are to believe the specs, then this is probably going to be a mass flak truck build that is later going to transition into mass flak truck mass Tesla tanks. And this is a composition that usually comes on in the late game. However, on this map, yeah, you can get away with that. So, very scary. If your opponent gives you enough space to breathe and to tech up, this is a highly dangerous build. And he's not taking any risks here. Orb goes 4 flags, apparently, yeah. 5th flag is already in the making. Super interesting build. Also, the color scheme, may I just take note of the ore scheme here. The color scheme. I like it. Looks a bit different. Looks a bit more in the style of Tiberian Dawn, or vein holes, I believe they're called. But it does not actually damage your vehicles, which was the case. Yeah, Tesla coil is already coming online on 4 power plants. Yeah, this is a highly energy intensive build. So easy to disrupt if you manage to find a way into the back lines. And a very standard build for Blackened, who is honestly just going to expand. And in a 2v2, this is just such a good build. One player goes for supporting style and plants down their con yards, whereas the other player is going for either full-on tech or some special strategies or special ops, as they were called. Yep. Surfacing onto the map, and we have now finally established that Fazzar is not a lowly Minions League player. He's indeed, I think, ranked 2nd or 3rd in the RAGL currently, in the Masters division, that is. So definitely a scary player. Orb has, interestingly enough, gone for his own Conyard. This is not actually a prerequisite in this build. You can sit back on one Conyard and siphon off your ally. That's not what's happening here. Okay, Master is trying to apply a little pressure on the left-hand side. Nothing too much in the way of defense here. Right-hand side, Fazzar is just going mass infantry, as is his prerogative. That's basically his standard MO. Oh, the flag trucks are gonna be so annoying at dealing with this. Tesla Quill already coming online. MCV has been established. The MCV from Mr. Colorblind. Fazzar is trying to find a way into this mess. Oh, here's the tanks. As a result, the flags get pushed back a bit, but they've already inflicted some significant bleed here. A mine layer is out for Fazzar. I like that idea. But oh, this is Master being overrun already. Master does not have much here. Master, my friend, you need more army mass. Fazzar is transitioning over to help his opponent, to help his ally. And Orb relocating here. Oh, is he actually gonna fall foul of the mines? This would be sick. No, not like this. Oh, it's so close. This must be mass Tesla coils. It is indeed. So tier 2 transition is absolutely required for Master and Fazzar if they are to weather this storm. Okay, Master has established his base, but he is going to be facing off against a massive army from Blackened. Ooh, how long can he stem the tide? Not for long. His infantry are on the flank, in the rear with the gear. Flag trucks still poking away at the army of Fazzar. And in comes the Tesla coil as well. Wow! The barracks actually got heavily damaged by the mine explosion. That's hilarious. Ouch. Oh, that's rocket soldiers. The rocket soldier bleed. Okay, but in comes Fazzar, trying to clean up shop. Infantry are going in hard, and they're probably gonna catch the entire army in transition. They're being sandwiched, but I think Fazzar has just enough mass. Yep. And as a result, Orb is also forced to rotate his entire army, and the flag trucks are first. They're not gonna be able to do much here until the rest of the army arrives. Oh, Fazzar with a very unfortunate radadome placement. He's going into the defensive lines. Oh, taking out one harvester, but that's about it. That is a completely sacrificial army. Has not accomplished too much. Oh, this leaves Orb with such a large army advantage here. Yeah, not the best of calls here, and also traded for another harvester from Mr. Colorblind. There's probably going to be a couple artilleries coming soon. You know what? I just realized that Orb does not have any tech past tier 1.5. So this is not yet coming to fruition. Blackened going a bit forward aggressively with his MCV. So basically the only player with any semblance of tech right now is Fazzar. So if he can leverage his Blackhawk and artillery advantage, plonk. Then he's gonna be in an okay spot. Yeah. He just needs a spotter and he needs a couple artilleries to push back. Here is Blackened with his radadome as well. Okay. Battle lines have been drawn, base has been established. If he can kill the ore refiner, I think that would be worth it, trading for this army. Oh! Wait a sec. Oh yeah, that was Blackened's army. Never mind. The colors are so similar. Oh, the artilleries are gonna start shelling the base here. Ha! The mines on the retreat as well. Sick play. Sick mining gameplay. In comes a mine layer from Orb. Usually you want this to just counter your opponent's mines. Is Fazzar gonna be aware? No! His Blackhawk is down. Plonk. Blackhawk down indeed. Needs more rags. Yep. Most certainly does. So, Master definitely doesn't have the largest body of infantry. That's gonna be a problem in the long run. Armies of Blackened and Orb converging. Right hand side, Fazzar doesn't have much left. He has another Blackhawk here. Should probably go into aggression a little bit. Both players are contesting for the north end, and Fazzar has found his way into Orb's eco-lines, manages to get one harvester, a second harvester sure to follow. That's not half bad. Next target probably should be the War Factory. He's not gonna get it. But still, he has managed to clog up the refineries and do some significant damage to Orb's infrastructure. Now there is tanks in the back lines as well. A massive push out though from Orb and Blackened combined. It's going to be answered by the artilleries. The artilleries need to hit this block here. It's only one thus far. Helicopters are trying to angle it just right, getting some sick AoE. Ooh, this is actually a relatively good hold for the southern team. Yeah, Orb's army just got eviscerated. Wow. Are they able to turn this? Another 2 harvesters for Orb dying. Okay, we're gonna take a look. Master is going for his tech center now. The assets are still fairly even, I'd say, but Orb is on 5 harvesters. So he's living on borrowed time, if anything. And a significant helicopter force now out for Fazzar, who has definitely managed to make this work. His transition came in clutch. Blackened's Conyard should be dislocated in any in a reasonable time frame. There's still the issue of the gems. Nice saturation here. Master has gotten access to the tech center, and as soon as his first round comes in, the first round of NavSat that is, he's gonna be in a good spot. He's gonna know what's up. And now Master has actually gotten a fairly decent specialist army out, I'd say. Fazzar on the researches as well, but Orb as is tradition as per usual with the larger army. I think this has been scouted though, so Fazzar is trying to consolidate. And together with the artilleries from Master, they're starting to shell the base. Okay, this is it. There is a potential flank from Blackened. It all depends on Tanya. Because the northern team does not really have any aircraft except those 2 Yaks. If they can connect onto Tanya, then there's gonna be a big problem. A spy as well. Ah, no! Gets killed immediately. Oh, in come the helicopters, the chain guns. Doing a number here. Only 1 helicopter's dying thus far. Not the worst. Not the worst, and the base has been pushed back. There is the pincer attack from Blackened, but it is too late, and Tanya's in a perfect position. Oh, she's gonna die to a V2, but that's completely fine. She has definitely done her due diligence. Only 1 Tesla tank thus far. Good hits from the V2s, though. Oh, the artilleries need to connect. This one doing a number. Master's artillery's still going strong. And in come the radar jammers as well, so no more rocket fire. I'm not really sure if that's a good idea against Orb's composition, because Orb just has the Tesla tanks. They are so easy to snipe out the army with. Couple anti-personnel mines have been deployed. Man, this is a competitive game. Both players of the northwestern team are now on Tesla tech. So this is starting to get increasingly hard to engage into. Honestly, you would need light tanks. Yeah, Master has gotten the clue. He's also gone for mechanics. That's not a good call. Mechanics are very expensive, 500 a pop, and they get zapped from range, from outside of the line of sight without accomplishing much. Plus, repairing a light tank, that's just not cost efficient. Light tanks, you just wanna wait it out here. Yeah, double iron curtain, that's gonna be very scary. Fazzar needs to find an angle somewhere. Both allied players now also up to tier 2. But they have not really been under any pressure thus far. They themselves, in fact, have been applying the hurt for the most part. We're seeing another engagement. Well, this is Fazzar's refinery down. On the southern perimeter, massive engagement. Ooh, tanks just not quite connecting yet, but they're pushing the infantry, so that's not too bad. Light tanks going in. And that is a massive amount of pressure onto the main base. Okay. Wow. What a competitive game thus far. And a really scary army coming out here now. I think they can manage to inflict some significant structural damage here. Oh, counter push obviously on the other side. Oh, Tanya, no, not like this. She is still, yeah, she still managed to trade positively. And there's no more anti-air here, so this can be stopped. At some point, oh, the Yak strafe. He did not shift Q, but that's fine. Yeah, down goes the Yak. Has definitely accomplished a lot here. The Iron Curtain is ready to fire, so it's probably going to be on the Mammoth tank in just a second. I think Blackened, yeah. Blackened trying to angle it right. Fazzar needs to inflict as much damage as possible. This is just one Mammoth tank, nothing much else. Ooh, what a competitive game. Alright, scary anti-armor army, plus a couple mobile flags. Counter insurgents, and in go the medium tanks trying to tackle the refinery. Flame towers down, refinery sure to follow in a hot second. And that is one of the equal lifelines of the northern team down. Now the Mammoth tank is being caught off guard. It's a bit too aggressive, a little too far forward. Oh, the Yak strafe. That's a very good one. He's trying to hard commit for the Conyard. That's not working. Fazzar recognizing the errors of his ways. 2 more mechanics, so he can definitely capture something. Oh, in go the Blackhawks. This time around they found their marks. And as a result, there is only heavy tanks left. Good hustle, I'd say. Mine layer in the middle has not yet come into play. Fazzar, my friend. Fazzar and Master making it work. Even on a budget. The light tanks just causing a little havoc. Just scouting a little bit. Poking at the tech center. But there's still a threat of the double Iron Curtain. Oh! Getting another ore truck down. It's a really good harvester hunting. Happy hunting, Stalker. Man, Orb has been bleeding hard. That's gonna be -1 Tesla coil. Also a big power farm. That should follow in a second. Wait, there is no, oh, there is a gem. There's a mine here, so that's fine. There's an ore mine here that is soon gonna be gobbled up by Master. Master's army trying to advance onto the base, but the Mammoth tanks are really good at kiting here. Really well controlled thus far. Oh, that is too close. The range, oh, perfect Iron Curtain timing. Retains both his Mammoth tanks, and they're going to be able to push back the army. And here's the secondary Iron Curtain. Tesla tank getting so much value. Wow, that really is a sick game. Just mechanically so well played. Little stronghold here for Orb, but he doesn't have Conyard build radius. So this can get pushed back relatively easily. And Fazzar is recognizing this vulnerability. Waiting with the... oh, that's a nice find. Yeah, -1 Tesla tank. Very, very nice. And he knows that the Iron Curtain is down for now, so he's hard committing. But still he's gonna lose a lot of army here. Tesla tank also crucially still staying strong. On this front, everything is quieted down a little bit. Oh, the Mammoth tanks are pushing in. This time around there is no radar jammer to jam the missiles. So this is going to be really hard to hold for Master. Tesla troopers definitely do have a stage in the game or a critical mass at which they start getting scary. And this has now been reached. Most certainly. Oh, no angle for him to engage into. Fazzar calling it? I'm not sure. Orb just has a lot of army left though. Chain guns! Oh! The cavalry has arrived. Oh no, is Fazzar calling it? I feel like... oh, is there a nuke? Orb to max out, yeah. I'm gonna take a look at the assets yet again. No, it's fairly even. Master actually has the highest assets in the game. Doesn't look like it, because his army is relatively small. Okay, the nuke timer. Missile silo is probably 4 minutes away from coming online, and coupled with the double tech setter, you can just put in the spy satellite and double tap it basically, so you can get intel on the entire map. This army is so scary. So what you want to do against this is artillery fire. Scout it out with a couple helicopters and go for the indirect. Oh no, Tanya. What an unfortunate timing. Ooh. Oh, such a nice play from Fazzar. Immediately putting down an engineer. Beautiful play. Oh, that's gonna be the doom of the plus of doom though. And the nuke silo is so close. Okay, he needs artillery defense. Maybe the spy satellite would be a good call here. 20 seconds shy of coming online. This is just orb waiting for the plus of doom. Alright, the artilleries need to be so good. Yeah, plus of doom ready to go. Here we go. Here comes Johnny. Don't send Tanya in first. Oh, no! That was his only hope. Tanya, not like this! Dying without firing a single shot. I think that may have been game losing. Oh no, not like this. There are no artilleries here either. Oh, he's trying to land the helicopters onto the army. Get some good value in. You know what though? There is still a defending army here. Tanya's back up. Oh, the missile silo is gonna go down though. LOL. Good value from Tanya. Orb's army is dead. Orb's army is just straight up dead. Nothing he can do here anymore. He's traded everything here for one missile silo and, like, no harvesters at all. Man. Massive army from Blackened as well. The art is completely on the wrong side of the map. The connections, artillery connections are pretty good though. Oh. Mass artillery fire here. I mean, don't get me wrong. The mammoths do take some damage here. They are gonna take a bruising from the artillery as long as they can't connect. I mean, the game ain't over. Certainly ain't over just yet. Ooh, nasty power drop into the back lines. Plus of doom waiting. The longer they wait though, the more value that Team North is gonna get from their superpowers, or the support powers. Ooh, good mines. Mines are now coming into play. Yikes! Oh, that is hurtful. Another 30 plonking. Oh, wow, what a strafe from the Yak. Takes out a couple on the go. Yeah, I think this is too much. Critical mass here. The mechanics for Master are not gonna salvage this. Chrono tanks! In theory, a good idea. So you can chrono blink right onto a stack of shock troopers, and that's immediately gonna just whittle down 1.5k worth of assets. No, wait, it's actually 2k worth of assets. Jeez Louise. Fazzar with a very small army this time around. Nah, he doesn't have an air army either. The chrono tanks are such a good call, I really like it. Ooh, but Orb has managed to max out yet again. And there is no answer to the army. I love the spirit from Master. That's a proper late game if I've ever seen one. Master's nuke is 1 minute and 30 shy of coming online. Let's see if we can actually change the tide of battle. Yeah. Oh, the Shockies. They're hitting so hard. Tanya though. Oh, immediately being zapped. The zap tap. Chrono tanks not really connecting here. Is it still gonna... I think that's still gonna be an okay spot for Master. Man, oh, nasty V2s, but I've gotta say the chrono tanks have caused enough disruption to halt the push and kill all of the Shockies. Plus, that's free mechanics, or free husks for the mechanics. Oh, is that the comeback arc? Is that gonna be it? Wait, what are the V2s doing? Just a accidental control fire. Man, some sick plays here. All in from Orb. That's only a secondary war factory, so I feel like this hasn't been super worth it for him. And I don't think he has got the Iron Curtain off. Yeah, Fazzar can hold this. Fazzar is still okay. He's demolished so much of the army value. Tesla tanks starting to kite back, but I don't think they can stem the tide. Man, sick plays. Oh, he needs an engineer. Oh, the nuke has been fired. No way. Just last second clutch nuke. Where's it going? Man, I can't... Oh, here. That is a bad nuke. That's gonna kill next to nothing. Oh man. What a disappointment of a nuke. That was a panic nuke, yeah, indeed. Chrono tanks blinking forward, trying to get onto the V2s, which they actually have been successful at accomplishing. Through a miracle. Man, the chrono tanks, I've gotta say. Their damage against armor is almost unmatched. Man, plus the allied mammoths. They can get patched up. Plus they can... Mammoths plus radar jammers are one of the most unstoppable combinations in the game. Mammoths, radar jammers, and mechanics. Oh, nice. Good hit. I've got to say, Master has really come out of left field here. He's really been surprising me with his tech play. I know that he's a very experienced player, but the level of precision and the level of decision making here is just astounding. Neither players are building anything, basically. Oh, that's support powers. Whoops. Radar jammers and mine layers for Fazzar, huh? Tesla tanks, MiGs for Orb as well. MiGs are going to be relatively hard to deal with, because nothing really tracks that far. Oh, para drop. Getting a kill on an oil derrick. Late game, that's actually significant. So far, only the Radar Dome is in peril. I would like a Chronosphere from Team 2. Chronosphere would definitely be a smart investment. 20 seconds on the Iron Curtain. Mobile flag is... No, wait, it got nerfed to 15. Mobile flags are going in. Fazzar is trying to stall for time here. Oh, and it times out. Now he needs to be perfect with his angling. No more anti-air, and that's a go button. Very, very well played. Setting up a complete ambush, and the radar tech did not go down. Neither did the harvesters. Okay, this is something I'm going to comment on. It's probably... Fazzar has some of the best harvester movement I've seen in the entire RATL and the entire OpenRA competitive. Ooh, a spy from Master. The first one from Fazzar didn't accomplish much. Yeah. Just gotta put this out there. He has never lost a single harvester to inattentiveness. Oh, the MiG. Going melee. Not the best MiG, I've gotta say. Is that paratroopers? Yeah, just paratroopers. Trying to push in, and there is probably... Oh, there is another Iron Curtain, never mind. There is always another Iron Curtain. He's a bit tilted now. Understandably so. There is always an Iron Curtain. He has 10k. Can't spend... Wait, you're not building defensive structures though. You should definitely be spending your money. You need artilleries, my friend, and you need Tanya. No, not like this. Fazzar giving up. This was such a great game. Oh, this was... Okay. Just put it out there. It's one of the best team games I've ever casted. This is the pinnacle of team games thus far. All sorts of diverse strategies up until the late game, every single unit being used, and I've got to commend and highlight especially two things: the Harvester Preservation from Fazzar and the tech play from Master. Just stealing away the husks and doing so much with them. This was a highly entertaining game. We're going to be back for more, but for now, congratulations to Orb and Blackened for winning the RATL, and congratulations to Fazzar and Master for making them pay dearly and for making them play for their lives, because this was not an easy feat to accomplish. This was a 30-minute slugfest where everything was thrown at the opposition, and ultimately I'd say this was won by faction choice. And one thing that bothered me a little bit was the lack of Chronosphere. Usually the way you counter this, I don't know if Fazzar has played enough of Allied late game, the way you counter this is you bait out the opponent's Iron Curtain, you wait for an attack, and then you go for like a stack of 5 tanks and just kill the enemy Iron Curtain. And that way you've reset the tech race, and in 2 minutes time you can just repeat gank the harvesters and whittle down the economy with the Chronosphere. But yeah, Very, very well played. Extremely entertaining and extremely tense up until the last second. I honestly wasn't able to call this until minute 28. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.
Battle control terminated.